Pierpoint on Indy, a fun story about that horse. Erica Gerald and Eunice Bright, and Will Gerald in Gray Area, and Natasha Knight and Harbor the Truth. And they currently sit on a 148.4. Looks to me like they are just 5 points ahead of our Canada team for tomorrow's show jumping. So if I could have you talk a little bit about your day, your ride, your horse today. It was awesome.
Yeah, I had a great ride. My horse is a saint as always. We've got a pretty good thing going, and the consistency is just the fun part for us. I think the best part of my day though is watching everybody else go through. Unfortunately, one of our individuals had a rough fall right before I went out. That shook us up a bit, but I mean, I said last year when I was here, Area 1 is family. This year, team really is family. I've got my kid brother on right heels, and I mean, it just doesn't get better than this.
Yeah. We've got a great, we'll let Will give the story on all this because it's an awesome story. All right, Natasha, how about your ride today? That was awesome.
Oh, he was so good. He's such a cross-country machine, and every time I go out, it's a blessing just to ride him on the course. He just is so good. And it was really fun. It was a fun course. Like, I actually had a lot of fun out there. I wasn't nervous, which was kind of amazing. So.
Good.
Well, I'm like Natasha, I was incredibly nervous. And I didn't have super high expectations because Indy isn't a machine. But he really surprised me. And some of our gal fences were pretty amazing. And I'm really happy with that one.
Good.
I had a really good ride today. He's always been a teacher for me, so riding him is always a pleasure. I always learn something new. It's just a beautiful place and a really nice place to compete. And I was happy with the horse I had today, and I was a little bit worried about time in the beginning, but I'm just glad he got home safe.
So, Will, when you came in, you and I talked a little bit, and you said that Buck had given you some advice before you went out.
Yeah, he had given me minute markers, and he talked a little bit about fences that everyone was having trouble with. Before the cross country even started, he told us about fence number 5, that people were going to have trouble with it because they were going to cut their turns, and then at the start of the cross country, everybody was having problems with fence 5. So he told us that we just needed to stick to the lines we walked, and if we did, that everything would be fine. And it was completely right.
She's looking for a different answer.
It's all good. So, Buck, what did you tell Will before he went out?
I may not remember.
That's the safety and safe.
Oh, I did?
He wants to redo.
About safety and being safe and taking care of our horses. He told me a lot of things.
You don't remember all of them?
The orange juice didn't work.
So one thing that I do think is very interesting, Will, you told me one thing. You said last year.
Yeah.
What were you doing last year, and what?
Last year I was going beginner novice, unsuccessfully. And so I came here, and instead of telling everybody that it wasn't going on, I was like, I have babies that they don't really. Yeah, but I saw the team and my sister and how well they work together, and I'd never seen that part of eventing before. I had always just been beaten by my sister over and over again. And so I had never really seen that part. And after seeing it, I knew that I wanted to commit to it and make it a real part of my life. And after that, I was lucky enough to get Skippy from Sinead, and I was just excited that whatever I could do that was past beginner novice.
So Erica, having your baby brother, well, I don't know, not so baby brother, on the team, how is that? How's that sibling rivalry?
Oh, not at all. I mean, he's always been telling me, just wait till I catch up to you, then I'll be beating you. And luckily it hasn't happened yet, but I think he's coming close. I think he's coming close this weekend. So I'm really excited to see what this kid can do. We were riding our mom's horses double when we were small enough to do so, walking through this level, and hopefully he sticks with it. He already quit football for it. I'm going to keep pressing him to stick with that, and hopefully you'll see us for the long run.
All right, we've just been joined by our individual rider, Lainey. You want to tell us a little bit about your ride today?
Yeah, it was really good. I mean, so she came out and she was doing a good job. She was really good the whole time.
And you guys really have operated as a team. I've watched all of this go on, not only today, but through the weekend. Even though you're an individual, certainly it's one big team, it looks like to me. Yeah. So Jenny Brannigan came over and was giving Indy some kisses this afternoon. Is that right?
Yeah. She's really supportive. She always has been. I've had him for 2 years now, and I think she still kind of treats him as her own, which is really nice because whenever we go to her, she always comes and says hi.
And he was loving it.
He was. She helped us out in the wet box a lot.
Yeah. That was good. Natasha, what does it take to get here? What does it take? You guys came from the furthest.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
It
my
was
gosh, yes.
just like Will and Cornelia said, it's a lot more doable than you think. Because I was freaking out the whole time. I was like, the horse is going to get off the trailer and be a mess, and we're not going to do good. And it's just been such an easy experience. A lot more easy than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. So what do you say? And now you guys are here, you made it. What do you say to the other area? Area one used to dominate. I'm a dinosaur in this, but Canada and Area 1 were it, guys. I mean, it is the dawning of a new century. I'm just saying. So what do you say to Area 1 now? You guys, what do you go back and say to the potential young riders there?
Say you can do it.
Do it again next
Yeah,
year.
let's do keep it going.
That's good. All right. So Buck, you had the opportunity to work with this guys this weekend. What do you have to tell them? What do you take away from this? What do you yourself take away? Because when you teach, you learn.
Yeah, I mean, I just want these guys to have the experiences that I've had, the positive experiences that I've had on teams. I've been on teams that were successful and we had great team camaraderie, and I've been on teams that were not successful and we had no team camaraderie. And I think it's very important that the chemistry in the team is good and that everybody pulls for everybody. And we talked about that every weekend, and we're going to be there for our friend, our teammate, and our partner. And so everybody, has been great. Everybody's worked together. We've been really fortunate to have Kathleen here, who is sort of like my life without her here. I'm not sure how we would have done, but these guys stepped up and were fantastic. All their coaches at home. I mean, I really didn't do anything. I gave them orange juice. That was enough. And I think we've had a good time, hopefully. But when in Lexington at the World Championships, we were in silver medal position going into the show jumping, and we came away with nothing. And I can tell you that drive home was as bad a drive home as I've ever had. And when in Mexico, we were in gold medal position, and everybody's excited. I brought everybody together, and I said, I don't care what you think you've done, forget it. We've got to jump clean tomorrow. And when you win, it's a lot more fun. So these guys, hopefully they're having fun, but it's not over yet. We know that, and so we're gonna try to do the best we can possibly do tomorrow. And but everybody's safe and happy, and it was a great weekend. Rebecca Farm provided a great show, and we're thankful we could be here.
And you've been out a lot. You actually could give them some information about being out here because you have been here a lot and brought horses across.
I have, yep. And there were a few places that that we jumped through in the 3-star and stuff like that these guys had to go through, and so I could sort of warn them of things that have gone on. And yeah, I've done the trip a few times, and I had a little bit of luck here actually. I don't know why, but look, they did a great job, and I'm just happy to be along for the ride. And it's been a great experience for me, and I'm hoping Young Riders was great to me in my career, and that's where the orange juice came from. If I hadn't done that, there would have been no orange juice. So, Young Riders is great, and I would encourage everybody to do it. Because the team at the senior team is probably not going to happen for everybody, but the team at Young Riders can happen for everybody. And it's a great experience, and these guys will be lifelong friends.
Buck, you've gone out of your way over the years to get yourself out here and get your horses out here, and it's no easy, trip for you. What is it about this event and Rebecca Farm that's made you prioritize it and make it special to you?
I've been very fortunate to have some really good owners that have, they see what the dressage do for the sport, and they want to get behind that and support what they're doing. And so I can't really take any credit. The owners have been fantastic and have sent horses out here, but there's also good prize money out here, and so we've always gone home ahead of what cost to get out here, which is a bonus. But it's a great venue, and we're sorry to do so much. So, you know, if I can do my small part to help eventing in this country or whatever, I try to do it. And you know, we're very fortunate to have this place and have this venue and have the courses and the facilities, and you know, we're lucky to be able to come here.
What questions for the team?
I've coached a lot of young riders, but I've not actually coached young riders. And that's been different because I've never coached any of these guys before. You know, the first time I saw them was in Aiken, and the day before Carolina, whatever that was. And so, seeing bits of places and stuff like that, this is the first time.
Come about you becoming the coach?
It got called at a weak moment. Jane Hamlin, who's a judge and a friend, called me, and she's on the selection panel for Area 1, called me and asked me if I would do it. And I figured Jane and John and Steffi and Carol Kozlowski, who are the selectors for this area, have given so much to the sport, and they're doing it their time and donating all their time and trying to do what they can for the sport. So how can I say no to that? And so I thought this was the right time, and so far it's gone pretty well.
All right, how's show jumping tomorrow? What are we looking forward to?
Leaving the rails up.
Yeah.
That's the goal. Yeah. Just having fun, I think, sticking together and having another day of team effort.
I think, yeah, the team that we have here is unlike anything I've ever had before. It's really amazing. So I think if we keep that, we'll be
I mean, yeah, keeping the rails up. I think we all have our strengths and weaknesses, and my weakness is definitely show jumping. So, tomorrow.
Can you give her some orange juice or whatever?
I'll think of a
Oh
bottle.
yeah, she's looking for the answer.
We did Google it. It is.
It's a thing. It's an actual thing.
Yeah, we have a new sponsor for next year.
Simply, yeah.
Well, we get it,
All right. Any questions for them? All right.